My name is David Duarte, and I'm gonna be showing today how how some ways that some students can be able to get join and participate in like Special Olympics in the Fresno area. One of my researches here was coming on to AI when I first Googled it was like they can be up to 8 years old right here when they start off, and they would participate in the application to the Special Olympics Northern California, which is what they would be called. Right here kind of goes into more detail while reading it through is kind of how they have to register, filling out the form just to make sure it's not just like someone random just doing it. It's just like an actual person that has disabilities. And right here I would have it opened up right here. Let me see. Right here. So this is the link when you press it right here to go to the website. And right here at the options right here, they have it for different times of throughout the year. So winter would be from January to March, which they have to register. So previously, it's not like they could just join right away because they do tell you right here at the top, right here, where the Fresno County offers the training, but they also do has to be approved before because they have to attend the practices in order to join that specific sport, which I thought was really unique because it does get them time to practice instead of just jumping in right away. And right here, so from spring would be boss and swimming, track and field, which shows you the dates you have to register ahead of time. Golf and softball for the summertime, and fall would be football, flag, soccer, floor hockey, and bowling would be the last. So this is like a good amount of ways for like students and even ones that are older to participate in these kind of activities, which would be pretty much like when you at the offer this page right here. Another cool thing was when doing my research was right here, which involved what just actually happened recently in the Fresno State right here in the Same Art Center was what this team going in. So I'll play a small clip of it.
Halftime, a special surprise with a Fresno County co-ed soccer team. The school helping announce that the group has been selected to compete in the Special Olympics in 2026.
This team, I know, is going to be training hard. The coaches are going to be making sure that they reach their potential, and I think we're going to come out on top in 2026 with the gold medal.
Preciado says the group came up short in 2018 with a silver medal in Seattle and are determined to bring home gold this time around.
Honestly, was watching this clip the first time was actually pretty interesting. I had heard about something like this for a while back, but I really never paid too much attention to it until one joining this classroom, which I thought was really unique because this really shows that the way the students can get into this, to these type of programs to get them like involved to join sports, just because I know a lot of people don't really see them as like, oh, people who can join sports and actually do some make a difference, but this really shows that if they can go all the way up until like these high levels of going to the Olympics for 2026 really shows that hey, that they are capable of doing this stuff outside of the classroom setting. And let me see. And there was a cool other little one I seen right here recently too, right here during my research, was that they had joined up with the North Carolina same program right here with the previous one on the Facebook link, where they enjoyed the law enforcement right here in Merced, where they joined up together to do like a little running event for a fundraising event, which was pretty cool. So there's another little clip I can play.
Residents in the North Valley came together to show support for law enforcement and Special Olympic athletes today. A torch run was held in support of the Special Olympics, which provides sports training to kids and adults with intellectual disabilities. The run kicked off at the Merced Civic Center at 7 this morning. The Merced Police Department shared these images of the event, and CHP Merced is holding a fundraiser for the Special Olympics, which continues for the next 5 days. We have a link to donate on our website, abc30.com.
Yeah, so this one was pretty cool too, because this one just was recently too, back in June. So it really shows how these type of programs that get students involved in the Special Olympics right here kind of get right around, not just around like the Fresno area, but even farther up in the Central Valley, where it's like even up to Merced, and now they're going up to high levels of this kind of stuff where they can just be out there and people can help them out with fundraisers and just helping them push it. Because a lot of people probably do believe in these students slash even older adults to participate in such events where they kind of show, hey, we are capable of just not being stuck at this level. We can even go higher by showing up and doing like lots of things what other people can do on a daily basis. Another little thing I thought was cool was, let's see, right here, just a little thing of this physical activity for them, because I know it's kind of hard to get students to get jump into these things, but obviously like depending on their disability, it really helps them to get their heart up and to get move around, to move up a lot, just because I know right here, depending on which one, like with or without disabilities, to try to get like at least 2.5 hours of activities throughout the week, because it's some of them are hard on depending, like right here is a whole list of them right here, as like dressing, just even up stuff like where they can hear and see. But for a lot of these people, exercise is really helpful, especially like when they get them into sports. It's something cool for like the parents to know, saying, hey, if they aren't able to move around home, maybe find them like a sport that they can probably enjoy, that they could try their best in, whether it's basketball or just anything that's on that they would like to be at least able to be get involved with. And one of the other things I thought was cool was this little video right here, which just kind of talks about the Special Olympics assignment right here. But I'll play just like a few seconds of it.
This introduction slide, it's the logo of the Special Olympics in Northern California. And in the picture below is actually a clip of, in the Central Valley, a unified soccer game. What are the Special Olympics and the Paralympics? The Special Olympics are sports for individuals with intellectual disabilities. The Paralympics is an international competition for athletes with physical, visual, or intellectual impairments. Both of these programs promote inclusion, teamwork, and the access for sports for everybody. In this next slide, we're going to be talking about the Special Olympics Northern California, or SOC. SOC serves the Northern California, which includes Fresno and the Central Valley. Its focus is to provide training, competition, and health programs for athletes with intellectual disabilities.
And then right here, just pretty much like talks about like how the levels and stuff like that they can go up to, like doing tournaments, go around to other schools, just participating out like across the country right here. So it's like a whole lot of special stuff. So this goes in compare with for Fresno, just because around the area you can go up to even farther places to show off what they're capable of, and it does show the difference between this and the Paralympics, how they're both like they are the same, but they both do different things at the end. And for a demograph, I couldn't find an exact one for a chart to see the one, just because some of there's too many numbers out there. But there was one right here, the Society of Athletes right here in the Special Olympics, where they do rise when they start off in 2000, and only just increased every single year, just because it shows the movement that this is creating, where it makes people to actually want to go out there because they already have their disabilities on top of that, but this makes them kind of like be out there where they want to be like themselves, and actually show like their athleticism and just increasing the type of stuff that they can do, because honestly it's really nice of them to find like an activity that could benefit it, just because it helps them become like for lifelong of it, and getting to know all these new people, places that they wouldn't have been able to if they ever participated in these. But it's a really great opportunity for students and people of older um, um, settings to just get them to be active, and then try to be out there for the world for everybody to see them, which is really a nice thing to see, honestly. With these Special Olympics, it really does help out. And then I know over here was like the last thing was just pretty much like, well, this was what the co-ed for the soccer team was, where just like it really shows them they had one, and how they were over there with the with the Special Olympics that they're gonna start hosting soon. This is honestly a pretty nice thing to see, honestly. So it was a really nice time doing research for this. And then at the end right here, I do have my citation. So these are all the websites I'd use: the ABC News, up to YouTube watching in, the disability, and the chart right here, and the soccer team from the Facebook link. It was a really good subject, so I really enjoyed doing my research for this kind of project.